Hello, welcome in this another video lecture. So, in this lecture, we are going to discuss two important points. First one is the exchange of energy in electrons, and second one is the Aufbau principle. Aufbau principle, that is filling of electrons in various atomic orbitals. Now, whenever the electrons and their exchange of energy is considered, then it is frequently observed that electrons are having tendency to absorb energy from the system, and this energy absorbed by electron is either used for excitation. Transfer of energy takes place from one electron to another electron, or emission of energy takes place by electron. Now, whenever the electrons are present in a specific energy level or cells, that is S, P, D and F, all these are the step like. That is, first step, ground step, is the which energy level? That is S orbital energy level. Next one is the P orbital, next one is the D orbital, and next one is the F orbital. So electrons are present in a various orbitals having different in their energy levels. When electrons gain or lose energy, absorb or emit energy, they move between these energy levels, that is S, P, D and F. Now, whenever the absorption of energy takes place, then this energy is absorbed in the form of either heat energy, light energy or electricity. These are the three different types of energies, and if such kind of energies are absorbed by electrons, these electrons jumps from a lower energy level to higher energy level. They jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level, and the process is simply called as excitation. Okay, excitation means what? Whenever electron jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level, this process is called as excitation. And then how much energy is absorbed, how we decide, how we calculate? That is nothing but the difference between two energy level. Suppose E2 is the higher energy level, E1 is the lower energy level. E2 minus E1 is the amount of energy absorbed by this electron for excitation from ground state to excited state. So this is very simple example. We are taking another example. In a hydrogen atom, if an electron moves from n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 3, it absorbs energy. It is having single electron. First energy level is n is equal to 1, third energy level is n is equal to 3, and it requires some of the energy. So such in this manner absorption of energy takes place for excitation. Now, second mode of transfer of energy is the emission of energy. Emission, That is, whenever energy is given out by the electron from the atom to the system, it is called as emission of energy. An excited electron is unstable. Those electrons which are excited, that is, they are already jump from lower energy level to higher energy level, and as they present in the higher energy level, if they immediately falls back to lower energy level, and at that time they release some of the energy in the form of light or in the form of photon, then such type of energy transfer is called as emission of energy. And hence energy of emitted photon is equal to energy of emission of that energy. How much energy is emitted? It is calculated by the difference between two energy levels. This is called as emission of energy, and this emission of energy is observed in hydrogen by moving electrons present in the third energy level to electrons present in the second energy level. There occurs emission of light in a visible spectra. We are getting visible spectra, and the series of spectral lines which is formed is known as Balmer series. So this is emission of energy. So there are two types of energy transfer are observed. One is the emission of light energy, and another one is the absorption of light energy. So this is overall about the transfer of energy we are getting by absorption of light or absorption of energy or emission of energy. So this is energy transfer or exchange of energy by electrons. Now we are moving towards another very important principle, that is Aufbau principle. See the spelling, Aufbau principle, Aufbau, Aufbau. This is the German word. Aufbau means to build up. Aufbau principle means how the atom with their electrons are built, and this principle explain what is the statement of this principle. This principle, Aufbau principle, explains filling of electrons in atomic orbital is always starting from lower energy level to higher energy level. How the electrons are filled in the atoms with their number of electrons. Suppose there is nitrogen 7 electron, oxygen 8 electron, chlorine like this one, they are get increased. Then during the formation of atom, there is a specific way, specific route. By this route, the electrons are filled in the atomic orbital, and this explanation is given by Aufbau principle. So according to Aufbau principle, atomic orbitals are always filled by the electrons from lower energy level orbitals to higher energy level orbital. This is very simple statement of Aufbau principle. It does not never happens according to his postulate, that is, electron is directly entered in p orbital instead of s. S is having small energy level, p is having higher energy level, and according to Aufbau principle, the filling always takes place in this manner. Now when the electrons are being added to atom, it always occupy in a lowest energy orbital available before moving to higher ones. and this is very simple concept. Now, according to this above principle, there is a series of atomic orbitals, sequence of atomic orbitals of filling of electron. See the sequence in the slide. Remember that 1s orbital is the atomic orbital which is having lowest energy level. Okay, while see the diagram, d orbital 3d, s, p, d and f. This is the sequence of increasing atomic orbitals. S is having lowest energy and F is having too much higher energy. And so, according to above principle, electrons always entered in the atomic orbital which is having lower energy starting from 1s. Next atomic orbital is 2s, 2p, then 3s, 3p, 4s. Up to this clear? Then 3d. There occurs specific special effect. Remember that after 4 years there is a 3d, then 4p, again 5 years, 4d, 5p, 6 years. So this is the sequence by which the filling of electron takes place according to above principle. So this is one. Then diagonally how it is observed, like this: 1s orbital, then electrons are filled in 2s, then they are filled in 2p, then 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d. So this is the diagonal rule which shows the filling of various kinds of atomic orbitals. So diagonally they are having filling of these electrons. Now for example, we are taking here an example of oxygen having atomic number 8. Atomic number 8. How the electrons are filled? See the diagram. First two electrons are entered in 1s2. Next two electrons are entered in 2s2. Next four electrons are entered in 2p4, and 2p4 is having electronic configuration, that is 2x2, 2y1, 2z1. So electronic configuration of oxygen atom according to Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So this is for oxygen. So these are the some examples related with Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. That is, according to Hund's rule, electron fill lowest orbitals, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3s2, in this way. And this is one of the specific rule which explain the filling of electrons in a various kinds of atomic orbital. And according to above principle, electrons are always filled in the atomic orbital from lower energy level to higher energy level. Okay, so this is simple way to explain above principle.